It was a cold evening. The streets were nearly empty. And Maya Johnson sat quietly at a small bus stop. In her hand was the last $8 she had. That money was supposed to buy her dinner. Maybe even breakfast for tomorrow. Because things had been hard lately. Very hard. But what Maya didn't know was that the next decision she made would change her life forever. Maya was only 19 years old. 2 years earlier, she lost her mother. Since then, she had been living alone in a tiny apartment. She worked 2 part-time jobs. Cleaning offices during the day. Serving coffee at night. Still, money was never enough. Some nights she skipped meals just to pay rent. But no matter how hard life became, Maya never stopped being kind. As Maya walked toward a small convenience store, she noticed something unusual. A large man sat on the curb near the entrance. Leather jacket. Heavy boots. Long beard. And a patch on his jacket. Hell's Angels. Most people walking by avoided him. Some crossed the street. Others stared nervously. But Maya noticed something else. The man looked injured. Maya hesitated. She only had $8 left. That was all the money she had. But the man looked exhausted. Hungry. And hurt. So Maya walked inside the store. She bought a sandwich. And a bottle of water. Total price. $8. Her last $8. Maya walked back outside. She handed the food to the biker. Here, she said softly. You look like you could use this. The man looked surprised. Why would you do that? He asked. Maya shrugged. Because you look like you need it more than I do. The biker stared at her for a moment. Then he smiled slightly. My name's Rick. Rick explained he had been traveling for hours. His motorcycle had broken down a few blocks away. And he had been waiting for help. But most people ignored him. Some were even afraid of him. But Maya wasn't. She treated him like a human being. After finishing the sandwich, Rick stood up slowly. You didn't have to do that, he said. Maya smiled. Sometimes people just need a little help. Rick nodded. Maybe one day I'll return the favor. Maya laughed softly. That's okay. Just take care. Then she walked home. Hungry. But happy she helped someone. The next morning, Maya was woken by a loud sound outside. Engines. Lots of engines. She looked out the window. And froze. Dozens of motorcycles were parked outside her building. More arriving every minute. Soon, there were over 100 bikers. Neighbors peeked through windows. People gathered outside. Everyone was confused. Then the crowd parted. And someone stepped forward. It was Rick. But this time, he wasn't alone. Behind him stood the entire biker club. Rick walked up to Maya. You helped me yesterday, he said. When nobody else would. Maya looked embarrassed. It was just a sandwich. Rick shook his head. No. It was kindness. Then he pointed toward a pickup truck. Inside the truck were boxes. Furniture. Groceries. Appliances. And something else. Rick handed Maya an envelope. Inside it was a check. For $10,000. Maya's hand started shaking. I can't accept this. Rick smiled. You didn't help me expecting anything. That's exactly why you deserve it. Rick explained something Maya didn't know. He wasn't just a biker. He was also part of a charity group inside the biker club. And they helped people who showed true kindness. Rick had told them everything Maya did. And they decided to repay that kindness. Neighbors watched in disbelief. Bikers carried furniture upstairs. Others brought groceries. Some even fixed broken things in the building. Within hours, Maya's tiny apartment looked completely different. Rick looked around the apartment. You shouldn't have to struggle like that. Maya wiped tears from her eyes. You all did this for me. Rick smiled. Sometimes good people deserve good things. Before leaving, Rick turned back to Maya. Yesterday you spent your last $8. But what you really gave was something much bigger. Kindness. He started his motorcycle. And the other 100 bikers followed. The street filled with roaring engines. And Maya stood there in disbelief. Because one small act of kindness had just changed her life forever.